Is anybody still here? I do apologize. I am late, as you are aware. If you are still here, and if you're not still here, I do apologize, and maybe you'll catch up on the recordings. But I am here now with the updates, and the big update really is that today we lost our Wise account. They stopped our Wise account. They never tell you why. They just say that it's gone. Now, unfortunately, we have to wait now and get the money out of there that was in there. And I've been chasing around today, sorting out bank accounts and trying to get things sorted out. And this makes it even more important that we do get our own payment system to stop this happening, not only to us, but to other people. So let's get started now, and I'll bring you a little bit more up to date with that and some other things after our short prayer and affirmation. Dear Heavenly Father, we're so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation: we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, so let's see who we have got in that's maybe still here. Let me have a look. We have Bozina in from Slovenia. We have Ron in from Amsterdam in Holland. We've got Lewis in from Lisbon in Portugal, Eric from Gatineau, Quebec, Richard from Devon in England, Don from Vancouver Island in Canada, Norman from Doncaster, England, Maureen from London, England, Carl from New Zealand, Mary from Chicago, USA, Bozina from Edinburgh in Scotland, Bayago from in India, Lakshmi, it's Bayago Lakshmi from India. Sorry, I'll get my tongue around it in a bit. We have Ron from Amsterdam in Holland. We've got Nankiep from Nigeria. We've got Willie from Texas wondering what's the problem. That's with me being late, I suppose. I'll give you a bit more on that in a moment. We have Maureen from London in England saying, hope everything's okay. Yeah, I'm okay, folks. Right, okay. So whoever is still here, we are happy to be here with you, and I apologize for being so late. Unfortunately, where I live, I'm out in the sticks, and the nearest town isn't very far away, and it's quite a big town, but it doesn't have any banks because banks don't operate that way anymore in England. So to find a bank, you have to drive hours away to a major city, and then hopefully you can get some sense out of them. But it's very difficult because you go into a bank that is ostensibly a bank, and you go in and you say, look, I have a business account. Oh, business account. We don't deal with business accounts here. We only deal with private accounts. If you want business information, you have to get in touch with our main office, and they'll get somebody to contact you because all the business advisors work from home. The world has gone mad, folks. And so chasing around, trying to find some logic in this world isn't easy. But it's been a bit of a hectic day because of that. It was this morning we found out why. We just got a letter from them saying your account's been closed. So I try and get onto them to ask them why and what's happening, and say, oh, we can't tell you why. It's just been closed. And you can put in an appeal if you want. So we put in an appeal. But unfortunately, we've got money being transferred into that account that we need for paying out all the expenses that are associated with our community. And so it's a bit of an issue to try and get those funds diverted somewhere else because we can't use them in Wise. We can't even log in. Okay. So I've been trying to set up alternatives for that. And I've got meetings. Well, I had a meeting today with somebody, and I've got another meeting tomorrow with somebody. We have managed to secure the services of a security organization. They only operate normally with enterprises that are doing $10 million a month in turnover. But we have manifested the fact that they are going to work with us, and we're going to have top level security, military grade security in what we are putting together, and more, because it's going to be also linked into the blockchain. Nobody yet, and I'm saying yet because the hackers are always at it, and you've always got to keep in front of hackers, but nobody yet has managed to hack the blockchain. And we're going to link that security also into the blockchain, so that if something goes wrong and it's not covered in the blockchain, it'll just simply pause it, and it won't. So there'd be no loss of information or importantly funds or anything. As I say, this organization normally operate with major organizations who've got to have a minimum of $10 million a month. So how much have you got? I said, oh, well, we've done like 30,000 in the last 30 days. So it was a bit of a joke, really, but no, we have got their services secured. So that's one step along the way. And that is very important. We also have linked into that security. That means that you won't need, or nobody will need to do a KYC verification to have an account with what we're setting up. Now, if you're going into the banking side and you want a bank account, whether that bank requires KYC is another matter. And we can arrange for bank accounts for pretty much anybody, but you don't need it to receive funds. All you need is a ledger account. But if you want to deposit money into your ledger account, you can't do it. You've got to do it through a banking platform. But to receive money, you don't need it. So there would be no KYC involved. It will give you the ability to receive funds and withdraw them to crypto or in fiat. We're getting everything put together, and I was hoping to have a lot more of it done today, but with, like I say, living where we do, it's a minimum of an hour's drive to get anywhere where you can talk to people face to face, and even then it's not very successful because things don't just work the way they used to do. Okay, so that is the big news. I do have some numbers for you. I did get some numbers out before I got online here. It's for the last 48 hours because Of course, we weren't here yesterday. And so we have an increase of 17 in the 777 plan to 45,678, an increase of 22 in our We Share Abundance registered members to 55,099, an increase of 31 in our active members to 3,531, an increase of 1 in the Success Blueprint to 23. No change in the Easy Team Builder, stays at 1,182. We're up 8 in the Best Plan Ever to 1,166. Up 1 in the Pro members of the Sharehope Powerline Plan to 764. We are up 105 in the registered members of TIR. That is good. That's an average of over 50 a day. We need it to be a little bit better, really. I know I'm always saying that. I mean, it'd be ideal if we were doing twice what we need to do, but we need to be around about 60 to 70, really, at the level that we're at the moment. But we're getting up there, so well done. We are getting over 50 a day now. We had an increase of 53 increase in the bronze membership. And of course, that'll all follow through from the people that we are referring into registered members. They're all going to become bronze members as the system starts working for them. And then the big numbers again, here we've got an increase of 804 in the Your Happy Place social media site that we run, up to 13,889. Amazing growth in there, and hopefully we'll be able to sort of replicate that sort of growth in the very near future into TIR, because people are flocking into Your Happy Place because we're offering what people want. And who doesn't want a system where they're going to earn money with no risk? It's just, when people see that, most of the time they don't believe it, because it doesn't usually happen. Let's be fair, it doesn't usually happen. But it will happen with TIR, and we will be, once we start getting payments made out to people, then hopefully we'll get some testimonials in that people have received funds, and people will start to believe it more, and we'll grow much faster. For the bronze membership, yeah, I did mention it. Who's that? It's Eric from Gatineau in Quebec. Yeah, I said we were up 53 in the bronze membership to 1,163. So I think I said it anyway. I'm pretty sure I did, but anyway, we've given it now. I've lost track of what I was on about now. But as I say, this just typifies the problems that a lot of business, I mean, it's not only us, any business that is not a traditional brick and mortar business, you know, if we were a hairdressing shop or something like that, that'd be different. But we're not. The banking systems do not like online businesses, particularly if they deal with crypto, particularly if they have a multi-level commission plan, particularly if they've not been around for many years, even though we've been around for quite a long time, particularly if they have no employees. We don't have employees. We do have people that we pay on a regular basis, but they're all independent people, you know, like you as an affiliate. You're not an employee of ours. you are an affiliate, and it's up to you to look after your own tax affairs and everything. We don't have any PAYE records for you, you know, tax. We don't deduct. We pay you what you earn, and it's the same with the developers and the server team, the server support, and everything else that we have and that we have to pay on a regular basis. So there are lots and lots and lots of people that, and I say people, I mean businesses and sometimes individual sole trader type things. If you are operating purely in crypto, it's a lot easier because they've not found a way to control that completely yet. And that is why there are a lot of them that do just purely crypto. But ideally, you want a system where you can pay people and they can do what they want. They can take it out how they want, whether it's in yen or rupees or dollars, pound sterling, euros, whatever it may be, or Bitcoin or USDT or whatever, you know. And that's what we're putting together. And that is why it is so important. It's not important just for us. It'll be great for us because we'll be able to utilize that system and get you all paid. But it'll be important for everybody. Lots of other organizations will want what we are putting together. And it is going to be a costly thing to get it all put together. I know it's going to cost £100,000, $125,000 roughly, and it will provide debit cards, and if you want a bank account, we'll be able to get you a bank account no matter where you are located. All, you know, things that should be available to everybody anyway, but simply aren't. And if you've been with us for a while, you probably know the hassles we've had. We've had accounts open with different banks and things, and they just shut us down. And we've had, even with crypto exchanges, we've had trouble with, I mean, Binance we had trouble with. We had trouble with Kraken, I think it's called, no, Kraken. I can't remember the names of them all. There've been that many. And they don't give you any reason for it. And we're not going to be in that situation. We're going to look after people as long as they're behaving themselves. Obviously, if we find somebody that's doing something illegal, then we're going to shut them down. But we're going to tell them why. We're not going to say, oh, we're not going to tell you. It's just that your account's closed. You're going to know and learn and know all about it. But for the most part, it's not going to happen because we're going to be looking after people in the right way. And it is something that the world needs, not only our industry, but it's something the world needs. And when you look at the potential of this, there will be fees involved, obviously. You know, I can't remember what I pay for just having an ordinary bank account in the UK now. I think it's probably about $10 or $12 a month or something. And we will have fees. We've got to pay fees. We've got expenses that we need to cover, and there are always transaction fees for you know, whatever you're spending with your debit or credit card or withdrawing money or whatever. There will be fees involved, but we will be keeping them to a minimum level that we can to enable everything. I am considering just adding a couple of dollars here and there to enable us to have an affiliate program. And when I'm talking about a couple of dollars here and there, the fact is that just our own organization, we've got what already, we're still in beta, and we have where's the number? 3,278 people. Now, all those people at some stage are going to be getting commissions that they want to draw out. And that's right now, and that's after a month, and we're only in beta. We've not even launched properly. We are going to have literally within our own organization millions of people. It may take us a year, may take us 2 years. We're going to have over 1 million people, and it's going to grow, and it's going to be millions, 2 million, 3 million, 5 million people in TIR alone. And if you're earning a tiny little bit on 1 million people, it's huge. Now, you won't have 1 million people in your organization unless you're going to go out and really do something, because we're only going to do it on probably a 2-tier system, and it's not going to be that much. But the potential is there for you to generate some additional handy income from every time everybody makes a transaction, whether it's receiving money, pulling money out, spending it on their card, cashing at the ATM, whatever it may be. And the more people you have in your organization, the more that is going to add up. But we're also going to have a maximum of 1,000 people that will have the opportunity to earn on every transaction that we have going through. And that is going to be massive. You know, it's only going to be a tiny little bit, but a tiny little bit times 1 million or 2 million or 5 million is a lot, and it will be every month. So, and you know, and if we have 1 million people, if the average people are only making, let's suppose the average transaction is only 10 transactions a month to get a payment in, and then they go and buy some petrol, and then they go and buy some groceries, and then they go to the cinema and they have a restaurant bill. And, you know, let's suppose there's only 10 transactions in a month on average, and I think it'll be a lot more than that, but that would be 10 million transactions for 1 million people. You don't need a very lot, you know, a big amount of money to be making a fortune every month with those sort of numbers. And we'll have those purely from within our own organization. And as I say, there are lots of people like us that are struggling to find ways that they can pay people out properly, honestly, and securely, and rapidly. I mean, it'll be faster as well. We can pretty much do instant transfers, whereas your normal bank transfer is going to take a day, and if you're doing wire transfers, it can take a week. We're going to be able to go boom, and it's in your account, or you know. So there's a lot of things that we'll be able to do that people need, and we're going to have a lot of organizations that'll want to be using our system. And they're all going to have transactions, and they're all going to be there. And as I say, there'll be a maximum of 1,000 people that will have the opportunity to participate in that. I don't think we'll have 1,000 people, because it'll be 1,000 positions, if you like, and the positions are not going to be expensive, and I think they'll be snapped up. Okay, so there will be an opportunity, and I'll get that out to people in the not too distant future. So that is going to be happening. Now, regarding withdrawals, currently at TIR, I had Vishal set it up so that we can make payments for you. You will have to put in a support ticket if you want the payment from TIR. So if you've got money in there and you want it into your bank account, then we can do that for you. But you will have to do it through a support ticket. You will have to give us all your information basically in a support ticket, and how much you want and when it's going to go to, and we will sort that out for you. Okay, and we'll be doing that until we get something automated where you'll be able to do it for yourself. And it will be automated when we get our banking, in inverted commas, system operational, but that's not likely to be in force until early in 2026. So between now and then, you need money out, put in a support ticket and we'll sort it out for you. Okay. Camiso says crypto and blockchain can fix this. They can fix a lot of things. They can't fix everything, Camiso. It's not as easy as it used to be now, even in crypto either. And a lot of people suggest different crypto exchanges and wallet. I mean, Nexo, we've had a few people suggesting Nexo. I personally use Nexo. It's great, but it's not available everywhere. So, there are those issues that are around with crypto, and a lot of people have difficulty cashing crypto in. It's easier in some ways than it used to be, but it is more controlled as well than it used to be. So there is a lot of issues there. But we have the solution to that. We will have the solution to that in our own system. You'll be able to earn your money, say, okay, I want it out, boom, it goes into your ledger account with us. From there, you can do what you want with it. You can put it anywhere you want, anywhere in the world, okay? In pretty much any currency that you want, okay? Whether it's crypto or whether it's fiat. We will have that. It will be available, but it won't be available this year. Not got long of this year left now. We are getting towards the end of October, so there's only a couple of months really left of this year. We're not going to be able to put it all together in that time. Once we really get rocking and rolling with it, it's probably going to take 8 to 10 weeks. I've got some people, I've talked to a lot of people, because what we need, as I say, is high levels of security, viability, speed. Everything has got to really come together, and we will put it all together, and it will be the bee's knees, believe me. Okay. In the meantime, I will struggle along getting different banks and things organized. I do have bank accounts. I have a couple of business bank accounts here in the UK, but they tend to be very fidgety about our type of organization, and so that's another issue. You know, I mean, we can probably limp along with one of them for a while before they say, well, what's happening? Where's the money coming from? What's going on? We're not sure we like your mode of business because you have crypto involved, and because you have multi-level payments for your affiliates, and because of whatever, you know, the whole system sucks. Okay, but there we go. We have the solution, and as I say, wise, close the door. But when one door closes, there are lots of doors that you can open. And everything that happens in life happens for a reason. And it's been a little bit of a blow today, in that it's knocked everything out of my planning. I've not been able to do anything that I planned to do today. I've had to do other things, but it'll all work itself out. I do apologize for having been here late. I don't have any more news for you. I do have some important meetings again tomorrow. And the future, despite the current systems that are around in the world today, the future looks really, really bright. It's never looked better. So hang in there, folks. We are moving forward. Keep moving with your TIR. We need to be getting as many people in as we can. We want to get all those people. I think we've got about 1,000 or so people. I can't remember the exact number that we need. Well, there won't be that many now because we've been putting people in, but there'll be quite a lot. There'll be hundreds of people that we still need to get a couple of people for. We need to get them ideally by the end of November. And to do that, we need to be getting 50, 60, no, probably 60 or 70 people a day joining TIR at any level. They don't have to be Bronze Matrix members, because eventually those people will come through the system and become Bronze anyway. So as long as we've got the people coming in, it's good if they come in at Bronze level. It just means it happens a little bit quicker. But as long as we've got the people coming in, we won't have any problems. So let's keep it on. As I say, we're averaging a little bit over 50 a day at the moment. We need to bump it up to, let's aim for that 70 a day. That would certainly be wonderful. And with 3,000 members, shouldn't be too difficult, in all honesty. Okay, so thank you for having the patience to stick around. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all you do. And I'll be here on Friday. Hopefully we'll have a lot of good news for you by then. And you stick with it. Keep your head up. I know a lot of you are getting regular payments already every day from TIR. And those are just going to start increasing and increasing. And I know there's some people that are saying, oh, I've been in it for 3 weeks and I've not made anything yet. You know, it'll happen. It'll happen. Things don't happen overnight. We're not talking get rich quick. We're talking about getting really rich over a period of time. Okay. God bless you all. I'll be here on Friday, same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time, streaming into Facebook group We Share Abundance Publicly, into X, and into YouTube. Until Friday, God bless. Enjoy life. Okay? See you.